So, where have I been? I have been working on a tabletop role-playing game that I am making for new players and old players alike that will be simple and easy to learn, and anybody can get into super easily without needing that much prep. Now, the base ideas for this thing to be simpler is there are no class systems, progressions based through magical items, and then monsters it's gonna be so easy to homebrew for this. And then I also want there to be an education system where you can make your own items and artifacts like spellbooks and wands. And then I also want this game to feel like how Dungeons and Dragons is portrayed through social media and through TV shows and movies. Now, I've done a couple little mock-ups that are kind of the idea of what I want to do for the book that I want to eventually publish for you guys to get. But the one thing that I actually have done right now is how character creation is done and the character sheet. So let's do that now. Okay, so now this is pretty much how the character sheet works and character creation works for the most part. Actually, I don't even know why I'm using this, since I actually have this right here. So now that we're closer. So this is a already filled out character sheet for the most part. I didn't do a name or a description. So this is much neater. These are the blood points. Then these are the temporary blood points. These are your stats. These are your limited item slots. This is your money. These are your spell. This is where you put your spells. So the way spells are going to work is, so you're going to start the adventure and you have the option of having 2 spells. You don't have to have them if you don't want, but you can have 2 spells. So you start with 2 spells, and the way the amount of spells you're allowed to cast in a day works is you regain your spell slots at the beginning, at sunrise, but you also have double the spell slots of the amount of spells that you have. So since you start with 2 spells, you have 4 spell slots, which means that you can cast the spell 4 times. And there's no spell power levels. And then I did have the idea that you can combine spells eventually, or maybe you can just do that in the beginning. And then this down here at the bottom, right here, is your success graph. So my idea is that 1 through 6 is a failure. So this is for casting spells specifically. So you try to cast the spell and you roll a d20 to see if you succeed or if something else happens. So 1 through 6, that's an automatic failure. Nothing happens. A 7 through 12, that's a magical mutation. So something really cool or really bad or something interesting happens with the spell, and I'm going to have a magical mutations list in the book. And then success is 13 through 20. Now, originally, magical mutations were 16 through 7, and that was way too much. And so 13 through 20 is now the success rate where the spell that you want to happen happens. So yeah, that's the character sheet so far, and the character creation process, kind of. Yeah. So another idea that I had for my RPG is that I will not be using the initiative system because I feel that it is extremely inefficient and it makes combat slow and arduous and painful, and I hate it. So instead of doing the 1, 2, 3, 4 initiative system, which is a big no in my book, I'm going to be doing a thing where you say, I want to go, and then the Dungeon Master or GM says, okay, and then you move, and then you go there, and then you attack, and now you can do this once per round. And then if you're like, oh, okay, I don't want to do anything, then you're like, okay, and so that's when the monsters go, but everybody goes at least once per round. So yeah. Okay, so what happens after this? So I'm going to be putting the information and stuff on a website that I'm working on, so that'll be up by the next video. And I'm going to also be posting stuff on my social media, and I might start a Patreon, maybe, I don't know. And then I'll also be posting stuff on our Discord, which there is a link to below. So go ahead and join on that. And then if you have any questions or recommendations, you can either put that in the comments below, or you can go and join our Discord, and then you'll be good. I get Discord notifications are always on, so go to Discord. So yeah, excited for this project, and see you guys in the next video.